Hello and welcome back to our channel. In this video, we'll provide you with 15 fantasy world-building tips to help you create unique and immersive fictional worlds. So let's get started straight away. Tip 1. Start with a big idea. What is the central conflict or question your world revolves around? This could be anything from a fight between good and evil to a struggle for survival in a harsh environment. For example, imagine a race of peaceful plant people living in harmony with nature. However, a mysterious disease threatens their very existence. Once you have a central conflict, you can start to build the details of your world around it. Tip 2. Consider the setting. Where and when does your story take place? Is it a medieval fantasy world, a dystopian future, or something else entirely? Some setting ideas might include a giant floating city in the clouds, or a vast underwater metropolis constructed by humans who fled a dying Earth centuries ago. The setting will help to determine the types of characters, creatures, and technologies that exist in your world. Tip 3. Craft a history. Every world has a past. What are the major events that have shaped your world into what it is today? This could include wars, natural disasters, the discovery of magic, or even the arrival of aliens. These historical events can leave behind lingering effects, like ruins that hint at a lost civilization or magical imbalances caused by a forgotten ritual. Tip 4. Develop the cultures. What are the different cultures that exist in your world? Each culture should have its own unique customs, traditions, and beliefs. For example, you might have a society that values strength and competition, holding gladiatorial games, compared to a peaceful community that emphasizes art and storytelling. Tip 5. Create a religion. Does religion play a role in your world? If so, what are the major religions and how do they differ from one another? These religions can create societal divisions or bridges, with shared beliefs forming alliances or conflicting doctrines leading to tension. Imagine a sun deity worshipped through fire rituals by a warrior race, clashing with a moon goddess revered through meditation by a society of peaceful people, leading to an uneasy peace or simmering holy war. Tip 6. Construct a magic system, if fantasy. If your world is a fantasy world, you may want to develop a magic system. This will define the rules of how magic works in your world. For example, magic users might draw power from elemental sources like fire or water, with limitations based on their affinity, or spoken runes could activate complex spells requiring deep knowledge and precise pronunciation. A well-defined magic system can create conflict, fuel technological advancements, and add a layer of wonder to your world. Tip 7. Decide on the technology level. How advanced is the technology in your world? Is it a medieval world with swords and horses, or a futuristic world with spaceships and robots? This will influence everything from warfare to transportation and communication in your world. Tip 8. Think about the flora and fauna. What plants and animals exist in your world? Are there any unique creatures that are specific to your world, like giant lumbering sky whales or sentient plant life with bioluminescent flowers? This can create a truly unique ecosystem and provide opportunities for interesting interactions between your characters and the world around them. Tip 9. Develop the languages. Does your world have its own languages? If so, what are they like? You don't need to develop complete languages, but even creating a few basic words, greetings, or grammatical quirks can add a layer of authenticity and intrigue to your world. For example, a greeting like "Well met, traveler" in a specific tongue can add depth. Tip 10. Draw maps. Creating a map of your world can be a great way to visualize the different locations and regions, sparking new ideas and helping you establish the geography and travel routes within your world. This map can be as simple or detailed as you like, but the act of putting it on paper can spark new stories, conflicts, and points of interest waiting to be explored. Tip 11. Start with the characters. Sometimes, the best way to develop your world is to start with your characters and see how they interact with the world around them. How have they been affected by the laws, customs, and history of your world? For example, a young mage struggling against a society that fears their power, or a desert nomad facing prejudice in a bustling trade city. Tip 12. only use 10% of your world building. Don't feel pressured to overwhelm readers with every detail you've created. Focus on the things that are most interesting and relevant to your story, letting the rest unfold organically as your characters explore the world and the plot progresses. This allows for a sense of discovery for both your characters and your readers. Tip 13. Be consistent. Once you have developed the details of your world, be sure to stay consistent with them throughout your story. Readers will be pulled out of the narrative if magic rules change on a whim, or a character suddenly lives in a completely different climate. Tip 14. Avoid idioms from the real world. This will help your world feel unique and unfamiliar. Instead, develop your own flavorful expressions. Imagine a fantasy world where characters don't talk about being upset, but instead say they have a churning storm in their hearts, creating a more vivid and unique atmosphere while letting your creativity shine through. Tip 15. Have fun. World building should be enjoyable. Don't be afraid to experiment and be creative. Let your imagination run wild and embrace the unexpected twists and turns that make your world unique. The more you enjoy crafting your world, the more it will resonate with your readers. Your fantasy world is your canvas. The more vibrant the details, cultures, and history, the richer the experience for both you and your readers. Remember, the most captivating details are often those that surprise and delight you, the creator, first. That's all from us today. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more lessons and ideas. See you next time.